Nigeria's terrorist leader Bello Turje says report being promoted by government on the dissemination of terrorists operating in the northwest part of the country would further lead to the killing of Hausa and Fulani people. You can imagine, with impunity. Turje, who described such report as false, said his group remains very strong, adding that the decision to take up arms against government was prompted by injustice. Speaking in an interview with Daily Trust, the terrorist kingpin lamented the activities of vigilante groups and politicians in fueling crises in the area, saying such actions made him to be propose a peace deal through an open letter. He said, "There is fake news in the media that we are being defeated. I consider the loss of lives while the people are being lied to that we are being defeated. I pity the lives being wasted, both the Fulani and Hausa. So I thought we should come together and live in peace, and that we should not use the insecurity situation for politics. There is politics in it. That is why people are being killed. If people are to be secure, there should not be discrimination in protecting the lives of Nigerian people. Unfortunately, the security situation is politicized. That is why we say there is politics in it. For instance, even you journalists have never reported the genocide being committed against the Fulani. They are being killed and burnt all over the place. You have never reported it. Of course, it is not possible for one side to always be victorious. That is the only one side that kills without its own being killed. What is happening in Nigeria is not a secret. It's nothing new. We have told the government and all the relevant authorities, but nothing is done about it. That is why we suspect that the situation is politicized." Asked on the peace pact entered into by his group with the government, Turje said, "Such deals cannot be guaranteed. We cannot guarantee to keep all the promises we made, but the leaders are to stand first and pacify us. We were able to get some of our people to lay down their arms, and there was some level of people, but the government turned it back on us and broke its promises. There are so many promises that you will not expect me to start counting them. Let's see if they can fulfill them this time around. I want them to treat us as Nigerians, whether we are Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, or indeed any other ethnicity one may come from. There is also the N0TORI0US group with whom he started all this fight before the government came in. If the government had brought them to order, things wouldn't have been this bad. Because it is a volunteer group, they were not established by law. If a farm is encroached on, one would be taken to the village head or the DPO, the divisional police officer, and the person would be fined beyond proportion. That enraged some of our people, and some took up arms. What did the government do? He asked. They went ahead to legalize N0TORI0US group. You will find a vigilante has become a leader in a town and has armed everywhere. The lunatic, the sane person, and the drug addict, how could they serve justice the same way? He asked again. In all these happenings, the security agent looked on. They, the N0TORI0US, will catch and slit the throat of a person in their security personnel presence. The first time I saw someone slaughtered was on a market day in Shikafe, when vigilante brought a man close to the abattoir and cut off his throat. Oh my God. Then if my father wanted to sell any of his cows, I would take it to the market for him. After I sell it, I do come back to the emir's compound before returning home in the evening. He, the emir, knows me. He knew me from many years ago. If he is told that Turje would become a bandit, he will not believe it because he knew we Fulani cannot become wrestlers. But it was what they were doing to us that became unbearable. Why was it unbearable? He asked again. The emir knew. Over 1,000 cattle were taken away from us and taken to Biki through Magaria and then to Zumi. They were held by the emir of Zumi for 2 weeks. That day, 6 of our little siblings were killed. Asked on who took the cattle, he said it was the Yan Sake. They took them to the emir of Zumi, and from there they were taken to Maradon, where they were held for 9 days. Our parents went through all the courts, but they could not get back their cows, and they also caught my uncle and slaughtered him. When they does not, where then does a common person seek redress? He asked. Turje queried, adding that the only solution was to take up arms. Yes, for me, that is the solution because I have gone to the leaders, but they did not listen to me, which applied. They are saying I should do whatever I wanted. If they have helped me, how could I have gone into killing people? We should be understood. We don't kill people just like that. Aren't there people living in this village? If we enjoy killing people, we would have killed them all. But if anyone kills our people, we will retaliate. But then we will be looked on as a bad people for retaliating. Look at what happened in Goroyo. K1LL1NG was the first to say that it was Fulani who were first slaughtered in the market. What do they say when it was avenged? He is the commissioner of security. He should tell us the truth. The talk of the town now is the vehicle burnt at Sabon. Hasn't all lives the same? I can tell you, being someone from Shinkafi, I know 2 human abattoirs which the government is not aware of, but I know about it because it's my people who are being killed. They are both men and women. We believe the government officials, think because Hausa people are educated, we cannot lodge complaints against them because they are the ones who can go to the media to say whatever they want. They have access to government offices and officials, and they can tell them what they want. Since we are illiterate, no one will hear our side of the story. We are not interested in establishing any religious organization. We are not aspiring for territory of our own. We don't have any political aspiration, but we take up arms to protect the lives of our people. Our people are killed. That is why we take up arms to avenge. It is not just because we are merciless or we are unconscious of Allah who created us. People can say what they want, but about rape, there are women here as well. If I'm a rapist, I would have started with them. They want the Fulani to be attacked. We don't know about any case of rape. It's their fellow Hausa who are the rapists. If, for instance, you take the case of Kano State, is it Turje that is responsible for all the rape cases there? If you are sensible, you will know what is beyond the common man, he said. So guys, what do you have to say concerning this? Let's hear from you. Kindly hit the comment section. Thank you very much for always having you here. Bye for now.